Yeah, I say, hey, oh, today's gonna be my day. Oh, yeah, I say, hey, oh, today's gonna be my day.
Today we're sailing 30 nautical miles around Grand Bahama to prepare for an incoming northerly. We're hoping to get to the dock in time for an afternoon exploration mission. But first...
It don't matter where you're going, it don't matter where you're from, 'cause everybody loves the sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine.
Good morning. It is a beautiful morning, about 30 minutes before sunrise. You can see we've already got some natural glow coming up over here, but we are heading to that island to do our morning workout.
Some running, followed by some squats.
We'll finish with what?
We're gonna finish with lunges and then more running.
Good job, high five! Good job, high five!
In our world, there's no ticking time clock, rigid schedule, or corporate agenda to follow. Instead, we're driven by our pursuit of adventure and the desire to experience the unknown.
Nope, you should be. Looks pretty good, babe.
You okay?
Yeah. Good. Well, because it's almost there. That came off. Let go. There we go.
I knew something wasn't right, but I didn't know what it was.
Yep.
The sounds were weird. Now I'm just doing the line management so it doesn't get tangled and gets out of our way here at the helm. We just put both sails up for the first time since crossing over to the Bahamas because we've literally had no wind since our crossing and getting into the Bahamas. So we're excited to do some sailing. We haven't done any real sailing yet. Like, sure, we've had the sails up, but really we haven't had like great conditions anytime we've had the boat out to do some good sailing. And of course we're learning.
I was about to say.
Cole's not really saying anything, and I know why, because I'm going to tell you a little secret. We really don't know how to sail. Sure, we know how to get the sails up and out, but as far as like really...
We know the basics.
Yeah, like optimizing to where, you know, we need to turn to this angle and tacking and jiving and all the things. We're going to learn.
Another little secret is, and the reason why I don't know how to sail is because I've never sailed before. Never sailed, really sailed prior to buying this boat. I mean, we've, of course, been on a little Hobie Cat or something like that.
I
but-
haven't.
Okay, well, I have maybe at like a resort in Cancun or some, you know, something ridiculous like that. Never really like taken a lesson on sailing.
Yeah. 'cause
I've
you
always
had a
been-
schedule.
I've always had, yeah, I was getting ready to say that. I've always had a boat. I grew up with boating, obviously. When we met, I had a 27-foot center console. And I was the guy that would blow by the sailboats in the channel and look at the sailboat and be like, why would anyone want that? But that's also because I had to show up to work at 7 a.m. Monday morning on a construction site. And I always had a schedule to keep. So why would I ever want to go
Slow.
slow? It'd blow by at 60 miles an hour, and it was the best feeling in the world. But it
How
wasn't.
life has changed.
It wasn't until we started talking about traveling that I realized, wait, sailing is the way to go.
Yeah.
And when you don't technically have a schedule, other than we're learning Mother Nature's schedule, that is the time in which that you can really enjoy sailing. And
It's the journey, not the destination.
Exactly.
And we are learning that. Like, we are actively learning to enjoy the journey, not the destination, which is hard, right? I feel like our culture teaches us, it's all about that end goal, getting there as fast as you can. And we're literally like putting a hard foot on the brake and slowing way down.
Yeah.
In this case, the engine throttle. So we already have one engine off. Wow, I didn't realize you already turned it off.
Yeah.
Already off. We're going just over 7 knots.
7.5 knots.
Tickling 7.5 knots. And we're about to turn the other one off and see what speed we can keep with just our sails.
It's in neutral.
Woo, she's in neutral.
I'm getting ready to push it.
She's going off.
Engine's off. We're gonna lock it in reverse. So we lock it in reverse just to lock the props. Unfortunately, we do not have any special props yet. Really looking forward to one day putting feathering props or folding props on. So a lot of people will tell you that we will lose at least a knot just because of our props alone. It's like pulling 5-gallon buckets underneath the water. So that's one thing that this boat doesn't have. But we are officially sailing, guys.
We are sailing.
And we dropped from 7.5 knots, currently showing 4.9.
Just went down to
4.8. Ah.
It's the journey, babe, not the destination.
So I'm looking at the telltales on the main, which are on the back of the main there, and they seem to not be consistent. So to me, that means that I probably need to trim the main. So we're gonna play with the boom a little bit, maybe bring it off a little ways, and see if we can get those telltales to really fly straight.
Yeah, our front sail's doing the same thing. It wants to do it for a moment, but then they kind of drop down. Yep, just like that. And then they go back, and then they drop down.
See, they're doing perfect right now.
Yeah. For like
so we're good.
10 seconds.
And we picked up speed. We're back to 5.5 knots. So, I mean, I feel like we're doing pretty good. We got the wind right at about our 80 degrees off of our starboard. What happened?
Oh, we hit a wave.
Trying to cook some lunch, and it's a little rough. It's a little rough to be probably cooking, but we're giving it a go, giving it a try, and unfortunately, we lost all of the mushrooms.
All right, after a day of sailing, we just made it to Port Lucaya. We are so excited to be here.
That's right. So this is our second port of call in Bahamas, specifically in Grand Bahamas. And we're going to take you guys on a quick adventure. It's the afternoon, so we don't have much time, but we're going to get off the beaten path.
Yes, we are. So we were looking for things to do in this area, and we went to Google and found this really cool place called Owl Hole. So it's a blue hole here in the Port Lucaya area. So we're going to take you there. We're really going to make the most of it because we're expecting some bad weather the next couple of days. So this is really our last day, we think, to get outside and adventure.
That's right. in the car with our friend Ellerson, who, funny enough, we met him in Palmetto while we were at our home marina. He was at the bar having a beer with some friends, visiting Florida for a little while, and he said, I'm from Freeport. And I said, no way, we're gonna come meet you. And here we are in the car with him, and he's taking us to a rental car location. We're gonna get in the rental car and go to a pretty special spot here, just east of Freeport?
East of Freeport, about 45 minutes away.
All right.
Name is Owl's Hole. Right?
Owl Hole.
Freshwater hole, deep water. Go down there, dive down, have a few adventures, and see a lot of stuff, and just enjoy your time.
There we go.
I feel like I should be driving here. Something's wrong. This is our first rental car with the driver's side on the other side of the road.
Right hand side of the road,
Yeah.
and we're gonna be driving on the left hand side.
Yes, we have to remember, stay left.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wait, so this means I would go that way, or
Yeah. Go that way.
Are you sure?
And do the, go through the roundabout.
All right. You've got to teach me how to drive over here.
Wait, don't you?
And then so you go left on the roundabout.
Yeah, and then I'll go right that way. Yeah. All
Wow.
right. All right, we got this. Oh no, that's the windshield wipers. I'm trying to put the blinker on. Wrong side. All right, wait, I gotta turn those off.
Oh boy.
Is this the right side?
Mr.
All right.
Toad's Wild Ride.
What do you know about that?
Nothing other than what you've told me. But I feel like I'm on it.
Oh, the windshield wipers are still on. What's going on?
Capturing right now.
With the new 360 camera. Oh, watch out.
Look at that! That's pretty cool. And then there's the full perspective. Wait, so I can ride with my head out the window.
Goofball. All these pine trees, we're assuming that they're all dead because of the hurricane. Maybe storm surge killed them or something like that. But at the same time, I almost feel like there might have been, I keep hitting the windshield wipers. Blinkers on this side over here. At the same time, I keep thinking that maybe there's a pine beetle issue that killed all these trees. I don't know, could be wrong. Definitely something to ask about when we see another local.
Wanna wait for you. I don't wanna. I don't wanna wait.
We have less than an hour until sunset and we still have not made it to the Blue Hole yet. And the spare tire cradle has come loose under the car to where now it's dragging because it's so rocky trying to get down this path. So Laron and Cole are now trying to get it fixed back up so it will stop dragging so we can get on our way and try to make it to this hole sometime before dark. Bag in action.
Mission accomplished.
We're good to go?
Hey
Good to
Dixie,
go.
you're in my seat.
Oh, look, this is...
Get out of my seat. Now you're in Dad's seat.
I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait for you. I don't wanna wait for you.
I'm so cold right now. I'm about to hyperventilate. Come on. Yeah, come on.
is trying to get out of here.
We are rock climbing in the Bahamas.
Seriously, it's been a crazy trek to get here and a crazy trek getting out, but it was so worth it. Blue Hole was just amazing.
In case Bullseye Rental Car was wondering, their vehicles do make it back to the Blue Hole. So we're going to explore. We got a rental car yesterday, which allowed us to go to the Owl Hole. Today, we're gonna actually take the rental car all the way to the east end of the island, and we've got a lunch spot picked out. We're gonna share with you. We're also gonna go see Port Lucaya National Park, which is where there's apparently some caves that we can go into. So we're just gonna go explore. It's not a great day out. Which is why we are here at the dock. You know, it's there's a northerly blow coming through right now, so we're gonna take advantage of the bad weather and spend some time on land. Hi, are you ready? Are you ready?
She's so excited.
She's excited. Adventures.
Welcome to Lucaya National Park.
Thank you.
The Lucaya National Park includes the north and south side.
Okay.
North, we have 2 historical caves and the pine forest. South, we have the beautifulest beach on Grand Bahama, the mangrove and creek system. This is where we are now in the north.
Sure.
One of the things we are most excited about in exploring the Lucaya National Park is Ben's Cave. So what's really cool is this is a 40-acre park, and it encompasses one of the largest cave systems in the world, which is Ben's Cave. There's over 6 miles of charted caves, taverns, and tunnels all throughout this area. We can't wait to go explore. This is our first cave we've explored together, so let's go check it out. This here is Ben's Cave. It's a 60-foot deep cave. Which is really neat here is that the first 30 feet of water is all fresh water. And then below that, the next 30 feet is salt water. And in the middle, it's what's called the halocline area. And that's where the fresh water and salt water mix. And what's even cooler about this, we've seen some fish like really swimming around here. And those are saltwater gray snappers. And typically, those fish live in salt water, but that goes to show that these fish, they've evolved over time and they live up here in the top in the fresh water. And they also like to travel back and forth through Gold Rock Creek, from Ben's Cave to Gold Rock Creek, so they travel lots of miles in these underwater cave systems.
This cavern is the Lucayan Burial Cavern. And what's interesting about this is they actually found, or divers found, several remains perfectly preserved in about 6 feet of fresh water underneath a bunch of rocks in this cavern. So that's hence its name, the Burial Cavern. But what's interesting is, again, we're finding the same fish that we found in Ben's Cavern, which are gray snappers, or what I know as mangrove snappers. And they're living in the fresh water here, which is really, really cool. But obviously, these caverns are a part of a vast underwater cavern system that connect to the ocean not too far away.
Well, we're hungry. What do you have that's good?
We have the crack conch snapper, which is very good. The conch is excellent.
All right.
So I hope you eat the crack conch or the snapper.
We've been exploring and we've worked up an appetite.
Okay, well, you come to the right spot.
Perfect. That's what we like to hear. What's your name?
Ali.
Allie. Great to meet you. I'm Emily. This is Cole and Laurent.
Hi, how y'all doing?
And our dog Dixie.
Okay.
We were just ordering inside Bishop's Beach Club, and this place came highly recommended to us to go to for lunch, so we can't wait to try the food here. But I was just noticing they had photos up on the wall that said before Dorian and after Dorian. So I talked to the waitress who took my order, and she said that they actually lost their roof during Dorian, and that there was a small resort back here, and that they lost that as well. And it's kind of crazy because Dorian hit in 2019 when I was a news anchor in Sarasota. And I remember just wall-to-wall coverage because we didn't know at first what was going to happen and where it was going to go and if Florida would be a threat. But just watching and waiting for the reports to come in and just watching how Dorian sat over the Abacos and the Freeport Grand Bahama area for just days and just this whole area being walloped. And of course, this was long before I met Cole and long before these travel dreams that we had together. So it's just really wild to be here now on the other side of things, filming this and seeing these places that were impacted so much from this terrible, destructive hurricane and just really seeing the perspective of everything. It's a really surreal full circle moment for us. Some crack conch for the first time for your birthday. So today is Dixie's 6th birthday. I picked her up when she was 8 weeks old from a farm in Shelbyville, Indiana, from a breeder. And I love to tell this story because Dixie has been my shadow ever since, but there were 4 little puppies left. They were all girls and they all looked the same. They were cute as can be, little bitty things. So I took her off the porch and I walked into the yard and I was petting her, see if I like this dog. Then I picked up another one, her sister, walked out into the yard, and before I could get back in the yard and seated, she jumped off the porch and ran to me. And I said, well, that's my dog right there. So took her home and she has just been the greatest dog ever. I know everybody says that about their dog, but really, she's been great. She's been with me in Indianapolis, into Florida, and now she's become the best boat dog and gonna be a world traveler. So we're excited to show her all the things. She's living her best life and loves every beach we've been to so far.